What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is AkeemHaynes. I'm a two-time Olympic bronze medalist, author, motivational speaker, and sports commentator. On my channel, we talk boxing, MMA, track and field, and of course, motivation and encouraging content. If this is something that you enjoy, then I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Efe Ajagba versus Jozsef Darmos. What do we think about this fight? Look, let's talk about Efe Ajagba. He's an imposing figure. He's big, he's strong, he's a big puncher, wins most of his fights by way of knockout. He can take his punch well. He's got a strong chin. Man, I like Ajagba, right? Even with the loss on his record against Frank Sanchez, which was a good fight, and he took a big shot in that fight, a couple big shots. I think he's still got a lot of potential, and I still think he has a pretty high ceiling. To me, it just looks like he's still raw in many forms, but he's learning along the way. At 6'6", he does what a heavyweight should do. And that's use his strength, impose his will, be intimidating. And he uses that down to a T. He's going to walk you down, try and impose his will. When he's in range, you're going to feel that power. He has a right hand that looks like a hammer. You can hear the thump every time he hits you. He has a long reach, which makes it easier for him to get to you. He breaks down his opponents with each shots. In his early fights, look, it was very straightforward. No real setup, just him walking his opponents down, standing face to face, and it was right hook, left hook, uppercut, right hook, left hook, uppercut, body shot, whatever it was going to take to get you down. When it connects, you were definitely going to feel it. It reminds me a lot of George Foreman, how George Foreman used to fight, right? When you could hear the thump in each hand, it just reminds me of that. When he fought Curtis Harper, I think in 2018, right, the bell rang and Curtis Harper just walked out, like literally, like if you haven't seen it, the bell rang. Curtis Harper said, you know what? I'm not about this life. Like, I don't want no parts of this tonight. And Curtis Harper just left and walked out. And honestly, I don't blame him. I don't know the level of all his oppositions or what the record was before, but regardless of the fact, you still have to beat the person in front of you, and Efe Ajagba has done just that. However, when he fought Frank Sanchez, I don't think he was used to the speed, the footwork, and the skill set and the full package of what Frank Sanchez is and the pop that he has. He just outboxed Ajagba, and I don't think he was able to keep up with the speed, and that was the difference to me in that fight. But yeah, he's still a dangerous guy. I still think he's got a high ceiling, and it always helps when you have that power and that eraser in your hand to correct your wrongs and your mistakes. But let's talk about Jozsef Darmos. First of all, great nickname, The Gladiator, right? I like it because it's one of my favorite movies, The Gladiator. If you know, then you know, right? But let's talk about Darmos. He's coming in with a 14-4-3 record. He's got good size, he's got a strong frame, and he comes in with that high guard style. He comes in looking to set up the jab to get off a shot. When he's coming forward and applying pressure, he can land on you. He's got decent pop with his shots. Sometimes they're a little bit looping at times, but he has a good technical foundation to work with and to come back with. He slips well enough to be effective. Now, he's not the fastest guy, not the quickest guy, and he gets hit quite a bit. He blocks some of his opponent's shots because of the high guard that he uses. But if his opponents really take a step back and look at it, he's open to the body. And in fights when his opponents has went to the body, they've had a lot of success there. He does not fight well off of the back foot. And sometimes when he's fighting off of the back foot, when he's being pressured, he tries looping right shots, and they're very wide, and it leaves himself completely open to being countered. In his last fight against Alfonso Lopez, he lost the fight because there was a cut over his eye in the 6th round, and the officials and the doctor didn't let him continue. I know it says knockout in his record. He lost by way of knockout, but it wasn't by knockout. He had a cut over his eye, and they just didn't allow him to finish the fight. But regardless of the fact, he was losing that fight anyway. So in this fight, I think Efe Ajagba makes work of him by way of KO, right? I think the pressure is going to be too much. I think the shots are going to be too powerful. Darmos won't be able to keep up and take too many of those shots for long. I don't see this one going past 4 rounds. Darmos isn't going to slip out of the way when he's in trouble. I think he's going to stand there and try and trade shots with Ajagba, and I don't see him winning that one. So I have Efe Ajagba winning this fight by way of KO. I don't think this fight goes over 4 rounds, in my opinion. But what do you think about this fight? Who do you have winning? Let me know in the comment section below. If you would like to support the channel, there's a couple ways you can do so. You can like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support by way of donation, you can find options in the description below. Also, my Cash App handle will be on screen as well. Any amount goes towards the growth of this channel, and it would be greatly appreciated. So with all that being said, if you've been watching the video this long, then do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.